Good morning, everybody. My name is Joanna McClory. I'm part of the Xero team, as Daniel has already said, and I'm also a bookkeeper for Barrett. I've been working on Xero for quite a while now, and I use it for most of my clients. And what I'm going to talk about today is an application that connects to Xero and is called Hubdoc. Hubdoc is already integrated with Xero. You don't have to necessarily use it together with Xero. However, it is very convenient to have it synchronized with your Xero data. Hubdoc is available with all the standard Xero subscriptions. You don't need to pay anything extra for using it. It's already available. And we'll do a little demonstration on how to actually use it. The whole point of the application is basically to simplify your day-to-day bookkeeping. It's an application that helps you process your invoices, be it sales invoices or purchase invoices, and any business receipts that you might have. And I'll show you in a minute how to do it in various ways. Hubdoc uses AI technology, which basically helps the software remembers all the postings made already within Hubdoc. And that sort of repeats the process. So next time when you come to use it again, be it next week or next month, it will remember your previous postings and it will automatically apply certain criteria to your postings. So how we use it is I'm going to share my screen and show you how I would do it within sort of from the Xero screen. So let me just swap to my Xero. Hopefully you can see my screen now. I'm already logged into my Xero account. This is like a demo company that we use for demonstrations. And where we would find Hubdoc, you can either just go open another page in your browser and type hubdoc.com, or you can click on your dashboard, and here there's a handy link to the Hubdoc application. We'll click that, and I've got a whole list of clients. You would probably just see the name of your own company. And I'm going to go into Hubdoc. This is what you see when you first log in. So that will be several tabs here that your paperwork will sort of, once it's sent to Hubdoc, it will be found here. And how do we actually get information into Hubdoc in the first place? We can do it in various ways, and we've got they're quite simple and very user-friendly. So we can either click here on upload document if we've got any, be it, let's say, if we've got sales invoices that we create in Word document, for example, rather than creating them in Xero. Some businesses do that. Let's say we could then upload all of them into Hubdoc, process them via Hubdoc, and then they will sync into Xero. They will appear automatically in your Xero sales ledger. You could also upload any invoices from the suppliers that you might have saved somewhere on your computer, and we can either browse here for paperwork. So if let's say I've got some invoices saved here in the PDF or Word document. It doesn't really matter what the format is. I mean, PDF will probably work best. I can then click on the document, and it will automatically appear in Hubdoc, and it will be ready for you to process. If we have a document where we've got loads of pages scanned together, but we want to process them separately, we can click on multi-page PDF split and then upload the document in the same manner, and Hubdoc will split each page. It will show each page separately. So that's quite handy if you've got a lot of physical paperwork that you want to quickly input into the software. We can also, there's also a very handy feature to use an email address, and each Hubdoc user will have a Hubdoc email address that we can forward the information to. So you can go to your inbox, forward the message directly to this email address. You click copy address, put it into your inbox, forward the information to Hubdoc, and it will automatically again appear on the list for processing. Another way of getting information into Hubdoc will be to use the app. There's also an app that you can download onto your phone. You can either do it from Google Play or Apple. And Apple Store, and I'm going to show you quickly what the app looks like, because it is a very handy feature. It's a free app, it's fairly basic, and it's very easy to use, but it can be really handy for especially when we're on the go. We've got lots of receipts, little small bits of paper that we just want to send to Hubdoc immediately rather than worry about it later, or we just don't want to lose anything. And how we use the app, I'm going to try and show you on my phone. Let me just mirror I'm just going to mirror my screen. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. Within your, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the Hubdoc app. I've got it here, and it's very simple. Once you log in, you will be able to click on the little plus button at the bottom and simply either select from the library, or you can take a photo of the receipt that you want to include. So let me just give you an example, and I'm going to take a photo, and then we can, oh, there you go, that's my messy desk. And we can simply take a picture of the invoice or receipt or any information that you want to forward to Hubdoc, and we're going to upload it straight in. It literally takes seconds. It's already done it. You can see it. It's the top document, and that's pretty much it. And if I'm going to show you now, go back to my Hubdoc. Hopefully it should be there straight away. And now we can see that the document that I've just uploaded, it's already there on our list. That's going to be the case with anything that you upload to that Hubdoc. It can be invoice, receipts, any sort of information that you might want to include in your Xero data. It's advisable to have, obviously, if you can, attach PDF versions of your invoices and receipts to your transactions in Xero. That's very, very handy. Plus, saves you on looking through all your physical paperwork or checking your emails. It will be already there, attached to transaction in Xero. So we've got our information imported, and how do we go about it now? What do we do with it now? You can see that the Hubdoc screen is sort of, you can see the document that you've just uploaded, and now on the right hand side we've got these two boxes. Essentially, the top part is the details of the transaction, which are sort of related to Hubdoc. That this is what's going to remain in Hubdoc, and sort of we have to choose the document type that we think that is. So we might have an invoice statement. If there's a distinction between sales invoices and purchase invoices here. So if this is a purchase invoice, and I would just click on invoice here. But if that was a sales invoice, I would go down a little bit to invoice AR, accounts receivable. That will be your sales invoices. And then the software knows where to direct it into your Xero. So in this case, Hubdoc didn't pick up a lot of detail from my invoice, but if we swap to the other one that I uploaded from my computer, you can see that we already have some of the boxes populated here. And the more information you upload into Hubdoc, the more it's going to remember, and it's going to apply the same rules to the following postings. So hopefully, in this case, we haven't got that many invoices uploaded, but it still managed to pick up the things like the date, the total amount. Actually, that one. But we can always customize any of these postings. So we would choose an invoice here. The supplier is HB demo. Yeah, we can leave it like that, or you can change the name if you want to. Our invoice number is 234556. We actually haven't got a date on this particular one, but let's say we'll just leave it as it is. You can input all the information manually, and then we've got the total, the tax rate. It's quite important to pick the tax rate here, and to pick it correctly. So depending on what tax rate was used, this one is straightforward, 20% VAT on expenses. So we've got the top bit already populated, and now at the bottom of the screen, this is the destination screen where we would tell Hubdoc where to direct this particular invoice into in Xero. And we have a choice of publishing it as a purchase or an invoice if it's a sales invoice. We can also choose a credit note if that's the case, or spend money transaction. Let me just do purchase invoice first. So this one will be going to the purchase ledger. We can send it directly to awaiting approval or awaiting payment if we're happy for it to go straight there. If we choose awaiting payment, it will automatically be matched to bank reconciliation transactions if the payment has already happened. We can also save it to draft if we want to review it, or awaiting approval. That's again, that will be waiting for you in that tab in purchase ledger. We have to choose a contact, and the list of contacts is already synced with your Xero account, so it will come up with all the contacts that are already existing in Xero. Or if the contact doesn't exist in Xero and you want to create it, you can also do it from this place. I'm going to choose Honey Barrett because we've already had it set up, but you can simply type in the new contact name, and add it, and Hubdoc will create that contact automatically in Xero. We can choose to post it as a single line item if we know that in this case we want the whole charge to be going to let's say accountancy code. But we could also, and then obviously we can input a description. Let's say we're just going to accountancy fees. And we could simply hit publish, and that will be automatically sent to Xero. We can also split our charges if there are several charges, let's say, and we would like to see those. We can hit multiple, and you can insert, let's say, we would have some accountancy fees, and let's say of £100. Make sure that the tax rate matches the tax rate that we picked at in the boxes above. And let's say other fees, we could send it, let's say payroll, have we got, well, let's say 255, and we'll direct it somewhere to payroll fees. And once we're happy that it all matches, our VAT is the same amount, the total. Once we're happy with the overall, oh, this one was, yeah, 426. We hit save and close. And just check if this one was. Right. Once we've got that processed, we hit publish. And we can see we've got a message here that it was published to Xero. You can click here, view purchase in Xero if you wanted to go directly to Xero. I'm just going to switch to my Xero screen, and we're going to go to the purchase ledger and see if we've got the invoice waiting for us. I've sent it to awaiting approval, and you can see that we've got our invoice for £126. We can click into it if we want to review it one more time. We can make changes to it if we think that something was incorrectly posted. And if you look here, we've got the actual invoice that we sent, that we've processed, will be attached automatically to the transaction in Xero. We can open it, we can download it. It's ready for us there. Once we're happy with it, we can hit approve, and then obviously once the invoice is due to be paid, or it has been paid, we can go to our reconciliation screen, the bank reconciliation screen, and we can reconcile it there and match it to the transaction. So that's pretty much as difficult as Hubdoc can be. I'm just going to stop my screen share. I think these are just basic features, very easy to use, very handy. Like I said, allows you to input information in various ways, be it from your computer, uploading it from the computer, sending it directly via email, using the app for any receipts or any invoices. Very simple to use, already included within your Xero. I would definitely recommend giving it a try. It can really speed up the whole process of day-to-day bookkeeping. And like I said, it's quite user-friendly. It's going to be quite an improvement, I think, to your day-to-day bookkeeping tasks. I did mention we can, yes, you can either send the document directly to the ledgers, be it sales ledger or purchase ledger, or you can create the spend money transactions where they go directly to your bank reconciliation screen. So then when you click on your bank reconciliation screen, they will automatically match with the payments or receipts. And all you have to do is just click OK, 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 reconciled. Right, let me just quickly have a look at any messages. Have we got anything? Hubdoc is incredible integration hub. I think it is really good. It's and it's being constantly improved. And I know there's going to be a few changes happening to the layout of it. I think there are some other apps that work as well as Hubdoc, and they do a similar thing. So obviously, to be competitive, Xero is going to invest more in and improve the look of it. And I think the AI is quite good with that one. Let me see what else are we having here? What is it adding to Xero? You can definitely do most of these things in Xero itself, and a lot of clients have already they just process their bookkeeping without actually using the add-on. But I've worked with Xero solely for a good few years and then started using Hubdoc, and I can definitely say that it speeds up the process. It's easier to, I think, the way that Xero creates the transactions, you can upload your documents directly to Xero, but Hubdoc is much more intuitive, and it definitely creates better postings. So there's less manual input. In Xero is not as good as Hubdoc for doing the job for you, basically, and inputting as much information as possible already. So you can simply just click, okay, happy with that, move on to the next transaction. Yeah, I think it's definitely handy, and especially I think Xero has definitely, they bought Hubdoc. Hubdoc used to be an application on its own, and Xero decided to buy them outright and include them as part of their package, which means that they're not going to maybe invest into just their own solution, because Hubdoc will do a better job for them. So hopefully that convinces you to give it a try. I mean, you don't necessarily have to use it all the time. You can try it, tested it out. If you don't like it, go back to your regular ways of processing. But I think with the big load of receipts, invoices, it's quite handy addition to the Xero software. I think that will be me done, unless we've got any other questions. I'm going to switch to Daniel now, and I think he will be the next one to tell us more about reporting that we can do.
Joanna, there's just a quick question coming from Roberto.
Yeah.
Just asking about
if I had a receipt
paid cash.
What option do I choose? If it was paid cash, well, the cash receipts are always a little bit tricky. We can create a cash account within Xero, similarly to a bank account, and we would then select that particular cash account if that to pay it off. If it's let's say an expense that you're going to be reimbursed, maybe we could create sort of a purchase ledger posting for that particular receipt, and then once the reimbursement has been made, then you can match it to that transaction. Or if it's a director of the company, you would probably post it to, you would choose, rather than the bank account, you would choose to post it to director's loan account. And then I think that's how we would normally handle it. Daniel, have you got any other?
No, that's it.
Ideas? I think that's how we would normally handle it. But very often a lot of our clients will have like a little petty cash bank account.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be necessarily like a physical bank account, but if we've got that petty cash account set up, then you can top it up by creating transfers between the current account and the petty cash, and then any cash purchases will be paid off via that petty cash account. I think that's the simplest way of doing it.